On paper, Poshmark's new Smart Sell automatic offers feature sounds awesome. It sounds like a dream come true. It will respond to offers for you when you can't do it. Sounds great. Well, I have tested it and I can tell you it is just flat out stupid. It is no good, and I'm telling you not to do it, and I have some examples. I have all the receipts. We're going to talk about it all today. Download your free reseller resource guide today. I constantly update and share with you discounts, favorites, tools, and resources to help you with your reselling business. After the video, click the link in the description and get your totally free guide today. So, Poshmark for years has rolled out all kinds of different features that nobody wants and nobody asked for, and then we just kind of have to decide if we're going to make it work or not. I don't use the Smart AI list. I have done a video on that and how I think it does not provide enough keywords and how I think that there are some issues with it. So I don't use that feature. And now I have tested out this Smart Sell, which does automatic offers for you. And I don't think this one works either. I think it's basically a dud. Now, it doesn't mean that they won't work well in the future, or maybe you'll find a way for it to work in your business. But based on my examples, based on my testing, I don't think it's worth using, and I think it could actually cost you sales. So I'm just gonna real quick go into what they say about it so we can all be clear in case you haven't paid attention to it, because I know that it was on one of my accounts and then it wasn't on all of them. So it was like beta still. I feel like it's rolled out now everywhere, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm just gonna let you know what it says. So when you go to list an item, you can choose to turn on, like, toggle Smart Sell. And so I just clicked on the Learn More button. So it says, will automatically accept or counter offers for you, learn more. So I have it toggled off, but you could toggle it on. And it says, respond to offers with Smart Sell. Close your next sale faster by accepting or countering offers automatically. That sounds good, right? How Smart Sell, it should say works, but it says how Smart Sell work. That's not right. Who's doing your writing? ChatGPT perhaps? Turn on Smart Sell. So enable it from the share page of any listing you want to. Okay, so toggle it on. Then you set your minimum price. Choose the lowest price you're willing to sell the item for. That sounds good. Send offers. We'll handle the rest. You send your offer to likers as usual. We'll automatically accept or counter for you. And then it chooses, you can choose let's go, and then you would toggle it on. So like, it doesn't give you any information. It tells you the basic bare minimum of what it's going to do. So it sounds good. Like, I was like, oh, this is great. This can help prevent me from losing sales in the middle of the night, because they send me an offer, but I'm sleeping, and then I wake up in the morning and it says canceled the offer and I lost that sale. Not really though. I did a video before or after this one, I don't know, about comments that I send to help save that. So find that video if you're interested in that. But back to the Smart Sell. This is no good. Now, I did some back and forth with my reseller friend where we literally were countering offers and sending offers and doing all this stuff. And we like bought bunches of items from each other, and then we canceled all the sales. But we were doing it to test this out, to figure out what is this Smart Sell actually going to do. So I have some very specific examples. I'm gonna have to look at my notes because it's like all the back and forth. So we spent a good chunk of time turning this on, testing it back and forth, and this is the result. So what I found was that it's good in practice, like the idea of it is good, but the way it's negotiating does not echo the way I negotiate. Now, maybe it is the way you negotiate, and maybe this will be perfect for you. I don't know. But I believe that if you are a seller that has been doing this a little bit of time, you know best, you know what has happened in the past, you have all of this information to be able to make smart decisions about how to counter. And one of my big beliefs is that you always should take the money and run. So if somebody sends you a counter, if you can accept it and you're making profit, try to take it, because if you counter back, you run the risk of that person ghosting you and not coming back at all. And so when that happens, now you've potentially lost out on that sale. So I try to always counter back with basically what my rock bottom price is. And that is not what this system does. And you can't tell it to do that. So it's going to do back and forth negotiations on your behalf. And I felt like it was weird behavior. And so it's not going to follow my rule, which is When they counter, you just counter back with your lowest, and that's the end of it. And it doesn't do that. So if you're somebody that does that like me, already you know it's no good. But here's some examples. So the gaps that it left didn't make sense. So sometimes they were small and sometimes they were big, and I just don't feel like it echoed good behavior. So for example, I had an item listed at $35. My friend sent me an offer for $10. And that's reasonable. That's a lowball offer on a $35 item. That happens. The automatic counter that it went back with was 31. So it was at 35. She sent the offer of 10. It counters back at 31. That's basically 10% off. My offer that I normally send if somebody likes the item is 20% off. So already this strategy would be weird because I would have already sent an automatic offer of 20%. So that's weird. Then, so it only dropped the price $4. Then she countered back 10 again, and it dropped the price $7 down to 24. So it went 35, 10, 31, 10, 24. Then she countered 10 again, and because we wanted to just see what happened if somebody kept giving you the same low ball, and it countered back 20. And I'm pretty sure that was my smart floor that I put on it. So we wanted to see, how that would work. So then it wouldn't go any lower, and it kicked it back to me. So it basically sent me a notification that said, I don't remember what it said, but something like, I tried to negotiate with this person. Now you have to take over because it reached your floor, and you can choose to close the sale or not. So it was basically saying like, I did everything and now it's your turn. So if I was sleeping, this still wouldn't work because it would have done that much negotiating and then it would have stopped. It never declined, but now the person's just kind of like, well, where'd she go? Now she left, and now they're just kind of waiting in the breeze. So there's no closure to it. And that's a problem, because if you are sleeping, now that person thinks they were negotiating with you, and then you just stop negotiating with no resolution. So that's no good at all. Now you've pissed off that buyer. So already I don't like that. It doesn't decline. It does weird, amounts as it goes down, and then it just kicks it back to you and kind of like throws its hands up and is like, okay, well, I did what I could and it didn't work out, so now you got to figure it out. That's dumb. I don't like that. So that's no good. So then the next one we tried was on a higher end item. So it was a $300 item and she offered $60. And then the automatic counter came back at $279. Now again, this has a lot of room, right? Because she's saying $60 and I have it up for $300 and now it's going down to $279. I still don't think that's a good enough chunk off given what I do, but maybe Poshmark thinks that's a good chunk. So then she countered at $100. So she went up $40 from $60 to $100. I came down with the automatic from $300 to $279. Then it goes to $249. Then she countered $100 again, and it came back with $212. She countered $100 again, and it came back at $162. And then it kicked it back to me. I want to make you aware of the hottest, the best deal I have ever offered in my Rebecca the Reseller Academy. To find it, all you have to do is scroll all the way down to the bottom and you will find this right here. Hot deal, best value, all courses and digital downloads for life. This is it, friends. This is as good as it's going to get. I'm giving you everything I have in my academy, all the digital downloads, all the courses for just $20. The best part is if I create a new digital download going forward, you will get it absolutely free. This is the time to lock in the best deal I have ever offered. All you have to do is go to Rebecca the Reseller Academy, scroll down to Hot Deal, and purchase it for $20. If you're wondering what comes in this, it's everything. So you're going to get all of my courses, and you're also going to get all of the digital downloads that I've created, including my keywords list, my listing forms, my Poshmark closet signs. Everything that I have created and everything that I ever will create will be yours for literally $20. Now, here's the problem. I had put that my floor was, I think, 120. It was either 150 or 120. That's what I put my floor was. So the $100, it's thinking, okay, I can't accept 100 because she said her floor was 120, but it never got to my floor. It stopped at 162. So it never offered my floor on this high-end item. On the lower end item, it offered my floor because we got to it. It was 35 and my floor was 20. And so it got there in the amount of times that it will negotiate. But on the 300, it never even got to my floor. So she didn't even know that my lowest price was 120 because Poshmark's thing never even said it. So that's no good. So I was just like, oh, this is so frustrating. And we couldn't really we were trying to figure out what was the deciding factor. Like we were trying to backtrack the algorithm to figure out, how is it deciding what the increments are? Is it based off of the person's amount, or is it based off of the distance between my smart floor and the price of the item? Like what? We couldn't figure it out. I'm not a math genius. I don't know if you know that, but I'm not a math genius and I can't figure these things out. And honestly, I am in perimenopause. It makes my head hurt to even think about math. Like just even doing this video is just taking all of everything out of me because there's so many numbers. It's like, I'm not gonna be able to do anything the rest of the day because I talked about all of these numbers on this video. So I'm sorry, I just don't have the bandwidth anymore for this kind of thing. And so we were really trying so hard to figure out why it was doing what it was doing, and we just couldn't. But we did several different examples. I'm just showing you these two because it's the same thing over and over again. I don't want to go back and forth with a million examples. If you want to try this out with someone who's trusted, you can do this with them where you can go back and forth. And if they end up making a sale with you, you just cancel it. But at least you can then see how it's negotiating for you. But the bottom line is that there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to the way it's going down. That's number one. Number two, it's doing a lot more back and forth than I would ever do. Usually I just give them my lowest and either they take it or they don't, and that's it. And so that is a big change. Like what it's doing with the that's a big change from my behavior. And I don't think I like that behavior. That's not the behavior that I do. So I like my behavior better, which is give them my best and move on and call it a day. So it doesn't do that. And there's no way for me to tell it to do that. The third thing is that it never got to my smart floor on the high-end item. And that's a problem because if I put in that my lowest is this and it won't negotiate to that, then what the heck is the point? That's silly. So that's the third thing. The fourth thing is that when it gets to its finished point, then it just gives up. It just gives up and says, hey, you go deal with her. And I'm like, what? Because if you're supposed to be helping me, assistant AI thing, then help me. Don't just give up and throw it back to me. That's no good. So it never declines. It never makes a resolution. It just kicks it back to me. So if I was awake and this was doing it while I just couldn't deal with it, that's fine. But then it kicks it back to me and now I have to figure it out. But really, I see the value in this when I can't be looking at my phone. I'm on a flight or I'm sleeping or I'm recording videos and right now I am not dealing with offers. And so it could be negotiating for me while I'm making this video for you. Like that would be very helpful. I'd love that, but not the way it's doing it now. Now I think that not having the immediate negotiation and having the buyer wait for me to turn around and get to my phone, that is better and will likely more result in a sale than the way this cockamamie thing is negotiating on my behalf. That is my opinion. That's what I think. That's why they pay me the big bucks. I'm just kidding. Nobody pays me big bucks. But that's my thought. So you could see this, test it out and be like, yes, bing, bang, done. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to use it. I'm never going to do offers again. Doing offers makes me icky. I hate negotiating. I don't want to deal with it. I have a job where I can't deal with it. And so I'm just going to let Poshmark make the deals for me. You could do that, but it doesn't line up with what I'm trying to do. And I think even on my very specific, way that I handle offers, I think that for someone who does want to negotiate, there's still pitfalls, that it still kicks it back to you, that it still doesn't offer the smart floor, that, you know, it just kind of leaves them hanging in a way. I just don't like any of that. So I won't be using this going forward. I would love to know in the comments below, do you like it? Do you not like it? Will you use it? Am I missing something? Is there a scenario where you feel like it would be helpful that I'm not seeing? Tell me in the comments below so we can all benefit. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Poshmark VA is a tax-deductible business investment that pays for itself many times over each month. It increases Poshmark sales because it shares and sends offers more than I ever could manually. It handles all my shares, automatic offer to likers, bulk offers, and it can do price drops and relists. When my coaching clients add Poshmark VA, it makes more sales basically immediately. The best part is that you get your time back. More time with family, thrifting, whatever. Get 20% off with code Rebecca the Reseller and the link below.